each time we put a dog under a ban, it makes it much more appealing to a lot of the sort of people that we wouldn't want to have such a dog. And then if we make them get rid of this one, they'll breed a new one. The XL Bully was bred from the Pit Bull Terrier. We just created a bigger monster.
A man has died after suffering serious injury while protecting his puppy from a larger dog, believed to be an XL Bully. The attacking dog was shot at the scene and a second dog's been seized. Both dogs are believed to have been XL Bullies. A 44-year-old man's been arrested on suspicion of murder and is being held in custody. So we can't talk about the specifics of that case. We can talk more broadly on the subject of dangerous dogs, though, and I want to do that now, if we can, with our next guest. Let's now talk to an expert on this subject. It's Rob Alleyne, who's an expert on canine behaviour. Hello to you, Rob.
Good evening. Good evening.
Tell me, look, the Prime Minister has spoken of banning this breed of dog, maybe by the end of the year. Is that entirely justified? And if it is justified, should it be happening sooner?
Well, I personally don't think it's the right thing to do. We did this in 1990 with the American Pit Bull Terrier. It's now estimated there are more Pit Bull Terriers in this country than there were at the time the ban was put in place. I absolutely get why people are calling for a ban. It seems like a great idea. But I think we perhaps don't really realise what a ban will do. So in our minds, we think we'll ban this breed and they'll all just kind of disappear. Well, of course, that's not what really happens. The people who've got them don't just get rid of them. There are still going to be XL Bullies out there. And as we see, that hasn't worked in the past. It's going to be no more successful, I suspect, this time. What we keep seeing in these cases time and time again, and the same is true in this one, where was the owner? It wasn't the dog. The dog was given the opportunity to make a bad choice by a negligent owner. And so if we ban XL Bullies, those same negligent owners will just go out and get the next thing. They're no better educated. They're no more responsible. And the same pattern will just be repeated. As we've seen when we banned the Pit Bull Terrier, loads of those people now went out and got XL Bullies. And when you ban the XL Bully, they'll just go and get something else. And each time we put a dog under a ban, it makes it much more appealing to a lot of the sort of people that we wouldn't want to have such a dog. And then if we make them get rid of this one, they'll breed a new one. The XL Bully was bred from the Pit Bull Terrier. We just created a bigger monster. And then when we get rid of this one, there'll just be another big one. So what we need to start doing is punishing more severely the irresponsible owner. Just like if I run somebody over and kill them with my car, we don't punish the car, we punish the driver.
Yeah.
Because I was the one who was irresponsible and negligent. And the same should happen with these dogs.
So you're arguing, Rob, then, that there's no case for banning any breed of dog ever. And what about if a dog does have in its genetic makeup a predisposition to attack, to be aggressive? If such a dog can be identified, surely there is a case for a ban, and one that works.
Well, again, I see the logic in that, but it implies that dogs bred to attack people is a new thing. We've always had dogs that were bred. We go back to the Roman times and we had Mastiff breeds that were bred to kill people. And we've lived with those dogs for hundreds or even thousands of some of them of years. We still have Mastiffs in this country, but we don't keep hearing about Mastiffs going out killing people because most of the irresponsible people who get XL Bullies don't get Mastiffs. If we banned XL Bullies, then maybe they'd go out and get Mastiffs and we'd have the same problem. So we've seen already that banning breeds didn't work. We haven't eradicated the Pit Bull. We see now people are still importing Pit Bull sperm from America.